Yo, Born. Show them how we do this, man. Btbtv. We bully the bullies. No run, no retreat. Yeah. Btbtv. One more time for y'all in the back. Y'all slow ninjas. Rah. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up everyday mission, it's $1 million notes. Dominoes, bodies drop, rot stink like halitosis. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have, got that and then some, and then some. My wins on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, we don't go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia, so Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666. The devil on his shoulder won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing dicks up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins still. We can't miss, we can hit the talk and put our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia, so Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting till they like movie, curtain closed. Yeah, Btbtv. It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Kaz, we up in here, man.
Yo, no gang, like, ooh.
Yeah, I'm in no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, no gang, like,
yo,
what's all this
commotion? Grown man got like
females, ooh. Making moves, ain't gon' lose. Mama ain't raised no fool.
Yo, salute to everybody in the chat.
I'm my own man, nah,
That's
ain't
Chase for Jay Harris,
say he up in the city,
Tanya Hicks, my little brother Chris Down, Btbtv, New Jersey.
I ain't got too
in here, baby.
The feeling for those trying to mess up my mood. From a place with a beef on fire, Camden East Side, ain't nothing new. Remember nights when we used to do crime. We dropped dimes on all we knew. If we got caught, we did not rap. We rather lay flat before we ever told. Cause loyalty still mean a lot to me, even though places on earth is a zoo. Think politics and presidents is gonna save them. Man, I thank God I ain't nothing like you. Ooh, we just multiply, we don't die. We done seen war and survive. And we done got bold with the vibe. Gang, all the tough, yeah, ride. We ain't trying to run, we outside. If you ain't king, don't pay us no mind. Cause we do not recognize those who are fake.
We don't play online. Like, ooh. Yo, first of all, I want to say peace to the 5% nation and guys and nerfs. Salam alaikum, alhamdulillah, rahman to Allah, to all the Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Before I start the show, what I want to talk about, I posted a video with Charleston White. Charleston White said some real foul, disrespectful, ignorant shit about the Mexican kids that was killed in that shooting in Texas, I believe, right? And I want to say something. I don't support no killing of innocent kids, no matter what creed, race, or color. You dig what I'm saying? As black men, we are righteous, humble, loving people. We are teachers. We're poor, righteous teachers. 100% facts. You know what I'm saying? So that shit that Charleston White did, he deserves a smack across his face. Real talk. Really, all this broken. And the guy got a son that's about to go to the military. You dig? Now, what's going to happen to your son when he's in that desert? What's somebody pop his top? Then what you gonna say? Sins of the father always follow the kids. Believe that. That's not no fake shit. That's some real shit. But y'all want to get this Funkmaster Flex thing, man. Funkmaster Flex, he got a Pete Rock hard, and Pete Rock got a lot of explaining to do. Real talk. So I'm gonna let y'all hear this. You know what I'm saying? This fair use.
Nor your gum issues. I would say it's very common for patients to have both. Does it worry me? Absolutely. What excited me about Sensodyne sensitivity and gum is it really allows you to be able to take care of both issues. There's no question it's something that I would recommend.
There's nothing simple about this job.
Get off the train.
We need to come.
I'm back again with another video.
Fair use for God TV.
I clicked from Funk Flex going Conway. Well, Funk Flex got wind of this and decided to
respect. And I know when you hear me joking and you hear me throwing my little darts and stuff, you know, I'm being entertaining.
Btbtv, salute, Coin.
But I want to be so official in my, you know, he hurt my feelings at first. I want to really like reel this in a little bit because I considered him a friend. He's a person who's a producer, a radio DJ, an artist.
Fair use, fair use.
And things of that sort. So, and I'm a huge fan of his music. A huge fan, like of his music. And I was disappointed. And then I was gonna just scrap with him in his comments. And then he feels like he wants to take it further and say what a rotten person I am and a DJ and this, that, and I'm taking payola and everything. So he wanted to give his opinion of me on his platform, and now I'm taking my platform to give my opinion of him. So this is a guy, I think he referred to himself as working at WBLS Hot 97, right? Let's first clear that up, my friend. It was Marley Marl's show. You are Marley Marl's son. You never talk about him. You never big him up. You learned everything that you do from Marley Marl. Okay, let's start there. And you were on the radio, and it was cute. This was 1990, my brother. No, I'm sorry, 88, 89. You were on the radio 32 years ago. 32. Let me tell you. 32.
Fair use, fair use, fair use. Hold up.
And a ton of things. A ton of good records. No. Iconic, great records. Including yours in your album. But you know what I found out about you, my brother? You didn't write those verses.
Thank you, official.
Grand Poobah wrote all your verses on your album, and CL Smooth wrote your verse on Down with the King. My phone is lit. That also makes you a fraud, my friend. So you say that you want to upkeep hip-hop, and you were all for hip-hop and preserving the culture, but you didn't write your own bars. You, my friend, are a buffoon. So, what year was I in? 1990, 92, 93, 92? 30 years ago. So, you put out an album, an amazing album, by the way, which you didn't write your bars. I'm sorry, Grand Puba wrote your album bars, and who CL wrote your bars on Down with the King. That was the best verse of your life. You didn't even write it. This is so crazy. A lot of history lesson here in New York. I did my homework because this boy wants to go. We gonna go. Okay. You end up doing a whole lot of remixes. But your friend DJ Eddie F is the one that put you in power. All of those remixes you got were really for Eddie F. He passed them to you. Now you're suing him. This is crazy. Allegedly. That's what I heard. This is so crazy. And Eddie F put you on. Heavy D wanted to go in the studio with you. Rest in peace. And you wanted the money up front out of his album budget before you gave him the beats. You remember when you fell out? That's so crazy. But you want to uphold the culture. And I'm not upholding the culture. Is that correct, my friend? If you did not make that album with CL Smooth, the Carmel King with the golden voice, and he has an amazing radio voice. That's the only people wanted beats or remixes from you, my friend. Okay? Which I can't believe that's how you're getting down, my brother. So you're suing Nas. Who else he's suing? He's suing Eddie F. Eddie F is Heavy D's DJ from Heavy D and the Boys, New York, who was and will continue to be very important in the music business. And he put that buffoon on. Now he's suing him. Fast forward. Where do I? Oh, remixes. You're doing a lot of remixes in production, my brother. But you know what you forgot since you were a little stupid? When you did those remixes, you took the money up front. You didn't do your royalties. You didn't do any royalties for those. So now when you hear those spinning on the radio and you see it on Apple and Spotify and what's the other one called? Tidal. Sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. I'm not. Man, I apologize again, man. Now when you see it on those places, you don't get any money for it. That's why you're so upset, because your money's tight. You remember, let me make sure, you remember when you were calling my office, let me turn the music down, and begging me to play at the tunnel? Did you forget that, man? Did you forget that, bozo? No, you couldn't have forgot that.
Wonderful, great Grand Rising, Queen, Grand Rising, peace.
No. New York City, I'm going to share a couple other things with you. Mister, do you remember when the YGs took you to the ATM machine to take out that money for them after they beat you up? Do you remember that, when they took you to the ATM and made you take out your card and take your money? Do you remember when you were at that Nothing But Love cookout and they beat you up in front of that cookout? No, I'm sorry, that was 2-5. 2-5, that was 2-5. You remember you were talking to his baby mama? You remember they beat you up in the park? You didn't forget that though, did you? No. No. You remember when the YGs took your chain and your watch?
Mm-hmm.
Punk.
Oh shit,
you wanna
man.
Play with me with this? You want to play with social media? You want to talk? You upset? You mad at me? You know what bothers you the most? When you go to my gram, you see me coming out those cars and you see me in those clubs. That's what's bothering you. So I take money to play records? Social media. You think
Good,
I
boy.
need a little 2,500 from somebody to go rap?
Hold up, listen, hold up. I'm gonna start over for you. Hold up, I'm gonna start over for you. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna start over for you.
Now listen, what was it, Chemical Bank? They took you to the ATM? What bank they took?
What up, yo?
I'm gonna start over for you, Jay.
All right.
Remorse. Now you don't feel.
32 years ago, you were on the radio. 32. You think things have changed just a little bit since then? No, right? You don't think so, right? I know you don't. It was Molly. And I know when you hear me joking and you hear me throwing my little darts and stuff, you know, I'm being entertaining, but I want to be so official in my, you know, he hurt my feelings at first. I want to really like reel this in a little bit because I considered him a friend. He's a person who's a producer, a radio DJ, an artist, and things of that sort. So, and I'm a huge fan of his music, a huge fan, like of his music, and I was disappointed. And then I was gonna just scrap with him in his comments, and then he feels like he wants to take it further and say what a rotten person I am and a DJ and this, that, and I'm taking payola and everything. So he wanted to give his opinion of me on his platform, and now I'm taking my platform to give my opinion of him. So this is a guy, I think he referred to himself as working at WBLS Hot 97, right? Let's first clear that up, my friend. It was Marley Marl's show. You are Marley Marl's son. You never talk about him. You never big him up. You learned everything that you do from Marley Marl. Okay, let's start there. And you were on the radio, and it was cute. This was 1990, my brother. No, I'm sorry, 88, 89. You were on the radio 32 years ago. 32. Let me tell you. 32 years ago, you were on the radio. 32. You think things have changed just a little bit since then? No, right? You don't think so, right? I know you don't. 32 years ago, you're on the radio. And you produced a ton of songs, a ton of records, and a ton of things. A ton of good records. No, iconic, great records. Including yours in your album. But you know what I found out about you, my brother? You didn't write those verses. Grand Poobah wrote all your verses on your album. And CL Smooth wrote your verse on Down with the King. My phone is lit. That also makes you a fraud, my friend.
Not really.
So you say that you want to upkeep hip hop, and you were all for hip hop and preserving the culture, but you didn't write your own bars.
What you say?
Man, them jokers be writing for each other. They got ghost writers and all that shit. Man, that ain't nothing.
No, but he ain't finished yet. Hold up. Wait till you hear the rest of it, bro.
I'm listening. All right.
You, my friend, are a buffoon. So, what year was I in? 1990, 92, 93, 92? 30 years ago. So, you put out an album, an amazing album, by the way, which you didn't write your bars. I'm sorry, Grand Poobah wrote your album bars, and CL wrote your bars on Down with the King. That was the best verse of your life. You didn't even write it. This is so crazy. A lot of history lesson here in New York. I did my homework because this boy wants to go. We gonna go. Okay. You end up doing a whole lot of remixes. But your friend DJ Eddie F is the one that put you in power. All of those remixes you got were really for Eddie F. He passed them to you. Now you're suing him. This is crazy. Allegedly. That's what I heard. This is so crazy. And Eddie F put you on. Heavy D wanted to go in the studio with you. Rest in peace. And you wanted the money up front out of his album budget before you gave him the beats. You remember when you fell out? That's so crazy. But you want to uphold the culture. And I'm not upholding the culture. Is that correct, my friend? If you did not make that album with CL Smooth, the Carmel King with the golden voice, and he has an amazing radio voice. That's the only people wanted beats or remixes from you, my friend. Okay? Which I can't believe that that's how you're getting down, my brother. So you're suing Nas. Who else he's suing? He's suing Eddie F. Eddie F is Heavy D's DJ from Heavy D and the Boys, New York, who was, and will continue to be very important in the music business. And he put that buffoon on. Now he's suing him. Fast forward. Where do I? Oh, remixes. You're doing a lot of remixes in production, my brother. But you know what you forgot since you were a little stupid? When you did those remixes, you took the money up front. You didn't do your royalties. You didn't do any royalties for those. So now when you hear those spinning on the radio and you see it on Apple and Spotify and what's the other one called? Tidal. Sorry, Jay. I'm sorry. I'm not. Man, I apologize again, man. Now when you see it on those places, you don't get any money for it. That's why you're so upset, because your money's tight. You remember, let me make sure, you remember when you were calling my office, let me turn the music down, and begging me to play at the tunnel? Did you forget that, man? Did you forget that, bozo? No, you couldn't have forgot that. No. New York City, I'm going to share a couple other things with you. Mister, do you remember when the YGs took you to the ATM machine to take out that money for them after they beat you up? Do you remember that, when they took you to the ATM and made you take out your card and take your money?
I don't worry about it.
Do you remember when you were at that Nothing But Love cookout and they beat you up in front of that cookout? No, I'm sorry, that was 2-5. 2-5, that was 2-5. You remember you were talking to his baby mama? You remember they beat you up in the park? You didn't forget that though, did you? No. No. You remember when the YGs took your chain and your watch? Punk. You want to play with me with this? You want to play with social media? You want to talk? You upset? You mad at me? You know what bothers you the most? When you go to my gram, you see me coming out those cars and you see me in those clubs. That's what's bothering you. So I take money to play records? Go to my social media. You think I need a little 2,500 from some of these bozo rappers? You think I need that money, huh? You think, and now listen, New York, what was it, Chemical Bank they took you to the ATM? What bank they took you to? Now, New York City, back then, you could only take out $500, so it wasn't about the money. It was about them knowing to let you know that you were a punk. That's why they took you to the ATM. Because it was only $500, but they wanted you to know that you were a punk. Oh, no, I'm not done yet. No. Nah, I'm not done yet. You also like the police. Yeah, you do. Oh, gosh, I skipped a couple years. Oh, so 90s, right? Yo, you're hot. I'm going to play a record, New York. I'm going to tell you the exact time that you were out of business and no longer relevant. Give me a second. I want to play a song for you because this song should explain what happened to your career. Give me a second. This is the song. This song right here is the reason you, sir, were finished, no longer matter, and weren't relevant. See this right here? See it? You see it? So New York City, the reason why he hates Diddy so much is because when that song came out, what was that, 93, 94? Somewhere in there, you no longer mattered. Your beats became garbage. And you mad at Puff Daddy because he changed the game. So now you want to attack him, taking his name, taking whatever. He didn't take nothing. Okay there, bozo? Nah, I'm not done. I'm going to get to the police in a minute. We covered, let me see, what did I cover? I covered CL Smooth is the reason that you even exist. Because if you see, what you should have learned, like DJ Premier and Gangstar and Run DMC and Mobb Deep, is those producers always gave the best material to their groups. You, bozo, gave it out as remixes to be spiteful. See, and then what happened now, 2022? Guess who's broke? You want to sue the people that helped you, like Nas and DJ Eddie F. That's who you want to sue, right? What did I cover? I covered that you're a terrible nightclub DJ. I covered that. You were sweating me, calling me at the tunnel. I'm just looking at my notes, man. Just looking at my notes, big bro. I covered you getting beat up. ATM. Oh, yeah. The ATM. That's right. You went to the ATM. A punk. That's right. He took your money. How did you, my brother, how did you feel them? Did you get in their car to go to the ATM? Did you ride in separate cars? Did they walk you to the chemical bank? Tell me what happened when the YGs did that to you. The YGs were signed to Eddie F. That's another group from his neighborhood. You know that I know that you had to move out of Mount Vernon because they kept beating you up, right? You know that, right? You know I know. New York City, I live 10 blocks from him. 10 blocks. You know they were, so when you were in the car, were you in their car? Were you in the front seat? Were they smacking you in the back of your neck? What were they doing? What were they saying to you on the way to the chemical bank for you to put your card in and take out your money and give it to them? Did they ride you back home? Did you get back in the car with them? Did you buy them something to eat? Did you? You didn't do that, did you?
What happened?
Punk. So New York City, this guy also went to the precinct on CL Smooth. His partner that he's known for 30 years went to the precinct, filled out a report, went on record. The police came to arrest CL. Due to a technicality, they couldn't arrest him. He did this in the UK. He did not care if this guy, CL, was put in a jail overseas where the rules are totally different from New York. He went to the precinct, filled a report, cooperated, and I'm gonna tell you something, man, and I'm gonna just say this the best way I can. Sometimes when a person has a partner and knows, hey man, they might pull him over, he may have something in that car, they might go up in that apartment and they may know where you keep stuff, and then they send the police to your house. What type of guy is that? And you talk to me about the game and integrity. You have none, my friend. You have zero. Don't you ever, you hear me, bozo? And let me send another shot for anybody else in our demographics or peers or came up when we came up, or if you're in my same age bracket.
See you, Queen.
For some reason, some of you bitter crabs in the barrel that came up when I came up years ago, you like to whisper and talk. Well, listen, you jump out and you get some of this social media smoke. I ain't the average. And none of you dudes is gonna rip down what I built. Just cause you're home bitter in your basement, strung out on drugs and brown liquor. Just cause some of you DJs don't book no more. Just cause some of you rappers can't sell no units no more. Don't bark up my tree. I'll turn your lights off and ruin your career. And I'm dead serious and I'm tired of it. Every one of you that come along, I'm gonna get to you one by one. I ain't to be played with. You wanna play social media? We'll play social media. Conway the Machine learned his lesson.
What?
I shouldn't have said that. We're trying to make up. I'm sorry, Conway. That was
Oh yeah.
That was rude.
Oh, you hear about him and Conway the Machine, bro?
Man, why'd I do that?
Yo, you hear about him and Conway?
Yeah, I remember what was going on.
Yeah, he throwing shots.
Conway's we're gonna do a song that we're gonna premiere next Thursday. If anybody knows Conway the Machine, you tell them. We're going now, Conway. You don't have a deal, so I guess if I play this and we start getting crazy and you get a deal, you're gonna send me. You gonna tell me thank you? I just want to double check. Okay. Back to the snitch. Now, it's not my fault. I have made a decision, New York. I like new hip hop. I like the new music. I like what people make. I like songs that move the club. I am not an A&R and I'm not a label owner. My job is to play the heat. And what I do is I find the good records and I play them. The word is called hip hop. Emphasis on hip. If you are 45 to 50, there's nothing hip left in your body to rhyme about. Now, let me be specific though. You can be 40 to 50 and make great songs for your fan base. I love that. I love people who do that. Artists should do that all the time. I like to DJ for my fan base, and I play on this radio for my fan base. I never take a penny to play songs. I love what I do. This is my dream job. And Pete, I don't dislike you, my brother. I respect you so much. And I know that sounds weird in this whole thing. But I can't let you, I'm not letting you come out and don't try to swipe me and then run back and hide, bro. I'm not the guy. You're picking the wrong. I know Puffy didn't say nothing to you last week because he respects you. Nas hasn't said anything to you because they respect you. Eddie F hasn't said anything to you. He respects you. And I respect you too, but you're trying to work your way up the ladder and like, you know, tear down people that came up with you, bro, and helped you. I didn't help you, but they helped you. You chose to do radio. You want to be underground bandit, play a bunch of underground records, and eventually you didn't exist. Me, I used to be an underground DJ. I chose to be more mainstream. That's what I want to do. I will never run from it or hide from it. So let's just keep this nice, move forward. Stop letting people take you to the chemical bank, to the ATM. That's not clean. Stop getting beat up in the park in Mount Vernon at the Nothing But Love picnic. It's not cool. Wow. Okay? Stop testifying too. We got a lot of things to work on before tomorrow. I hope you wrote this list down. Okay? I know you're bitter and I know you're broke. You're probably going to stay bitter and broke. I wish I could end this with saying we should be friends, but we can't. And I'm going to tell you something, man. And this is I'm going to give you some real talk, my brother. Your guy, CL Smooth, is a stand-up guy. You know why? He wouldn't say nothing about you. Over the years that I've known him, he's never said a bad word about you. Continues to not. If he would have shared this information years ago, he would have exposed you. And listen, you testified, I'm sorry, you were at the precinct in 2017. You, sir, you know what you are. 2017, you were down in the precinct, okay? 48 hours style. And let me tell you something, my brother. If it wasn't to that guy on them records, because that's what made you. And you know what that brother wants? An apology from his friend. Keep it I'm going to keep it so 100 with you. He wants an apology from his friend for trying to get him in jail in the UK. Now, I don't know what those guys wanted you with you at the chemical bank, at the ATM. I don't know if you could apologize to them because that 500 wasn't enough. Those guys aren't happy.
This is the story of a dog.
The nigga straight talking greasy. Like, you think flexing talking greasy? You think he could fight?
Go.
Huh?
This one's the perfect gift for the friend who's been getting a little too comfortable during quarantine. Maybe your son.
Oh, this your boy Sensei Rick, and I'm back again with another video. Over the weekend, Conway took Griselda music on the radio, going as far as to say New York needs to get rid of these gatekeepers. Now, today we're going to show you a snippet of his rant, as well as talk about Pete Rock's response. So y'all know how we do, man. Let's check out these clips, and I'll catch y'all afterwards with my commentary. All right, before we get into it, y'all know the drill, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's make this video go viral. And
that's why I started.
Let's get it.
You're Funk Flex. Everybody done came up there to get bombs dropped on their shit and the rap on your platforms, and you. Well, see, that's what's wrong and why the shit won't grow, and why the South and West and Detroit and all, everywhere else is winning and having long ass infinite runs that don't end. Niggas fuck what they own. You know what I'm saying? Like New York and shit. My opinion, man, y'all gotta get them. It's about the way like Flex niggas, man. You know what I mean? Them gatekeepers that y'all got up there, man, that's trying to dictate like who you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Good thing I don't need niggas, because if I needed you, this would be fake stifling my growth. Y'all don't play my shit. Sus One, you got on Wendy Williams on primetime TV and like say what you said. Flex.
All right. But check this out. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. I don't rock with Flex either. Sus One is cool. But I'm gonna tell you something. Conway, nigga, you was just in a dress last year.
What?
He was wearing a dress last year. You hear me? You didn't see that?
Hell no.
Oh, I'm about to show you right now. Hold up. Sure. In a dress. I'm about to show you. Hold on, let me find this shit. Let me see. Trying to find this shit for you right now, bro. Yo, I'm about to find this shit for you. Yo, you gonna laugh your ass off.
In a dress, yo?
Yo, I'm in a dress, yeah? Images. What that dress at Conway? Okay, fine. Yeah, they got a dress on, bro. They probably took that picture off. Is this him? Let me see.
Somebody trying to get in.
Oh, they heard me see. Nobody trying to get in. Yo, well, this nigga Conway had a dress on. It's gotta be on YouTube. Let me find on YouTube. Yo, I'm not playing. Wait. All right. Here we go, right here. Shit, we're gonna share this.
Sure feels good when you get it right. And with Philips Sonicare technology, it's easy to always get brushing right.
Was this nigga doing a toothbrush commercial?
Philips.
What's going on, YouTube? Coming back at you with another video.
Fair use.
So I saw something this morning which was kind of shocking.
Rob,
to be honest with you,
Rob
I'm
Barrett,
not really shocked
please.
by anything I see in the celebrity or rap world anymore. Rapper Conway is rocking a skirt. I'm gonna show you what Conway put up on Instagram before I do. If you haven't already followed me on Instagram at Hip Hop Classics Daily, all one word, please take a second.
Yeah,
to
Conway
do so.
definitely sound like a scoring
Also,
hole.
I got a new channel I'm trying to promote. It's called Truth Disciple TV. I need you over there subscribed just in case something happens to my Hip Hop Classics Daily channel. I've been putting out some information that goes against with what the system is pushing. So just in case they shut me down at some point, make sure you subscribe to my Truth Disciple TV channel and you'll be able to find content there. You can either click the link that's on my Instagram in the bio, or you can click the link that I'm going to pin as the top comment of this video. Let's check out Conway, though. Conway rocking the skirt. He says, I'm too important for you now. Again, nothing
Lord
really
Jesus.
surprises or shocks me anymore.
Lord, take me now.
that Conway was going to be wearing a skirt
Listen, I
just a
don't want
month
to
or
see this
two
nigga
ago.
no
I
damn
probably
dress
wouldn't have
anymore.
believed it.
My
Now,
stomach
seeing
hurt.
it with my own eyes, I think it's absolutely disgusting.
That's fucked
But
up.
this is how these rappers get down. They're pretty much willing, in my opinion, to do anything to get a check. And if that means putting on a skirt, if that means kissing another man, whatever that means, they're willing to do it. Let's check out what some of these people in the comments are saying. This person said, Casual, shout out to Casual from Hieroglyphics. He says, look how the chick in the back looking. LOL. Let's go back and check her out. Look at her face. She's looking like, what in the hell is he doing?
Wow.
And this nigga wanna say something. This nigga wanna talk about Funkmaster Flex. Nigga, you're a big ugly ass nigga wearing a dress. Jersey J.
Yeah.
A grown ass man wearing a dress.
There ain't no right shit. I'll tell you that.
Trying to look hard in the face with a pimply dress on.
That boy need to be beat. What's wrong with you? You know your mammy raised you better.
And then make it so bad, right? Yo, Funkmaster Flex had you on his radio station. I remember that. His freestyle shit. To go up there freestyle. Why didn't you make sure all you up there freestyling? Man, you're an underground rapper. Yo, you hot. You got your own community that likes you, that rocks with you. But you're an underground rapper. You hot though. But Flex ain't gonna play you, man. You boom back, man. It's that new shit. It's a new shit jumping now. They play that murder music now. Not that 90s, 2000 music. I love it, but they ain't playing it. You had your time, man. You old as hell now. You should have been blew the fuck up, nigga. And then we start flexing. Flexing no good nigga. He ain't no good dude either. But Pete Rock, you snitched with your boy that was writing your shit, CL Smooth. Your man's your bro. Is that why the group broke up? And then you went back and tried to press charges again in 2017? Right. Oh, it's allegedly, but yo, if that shit is true, don't that make him a whole ass nigga? Huh? Jersey J.
Yeah.
Don't that make that nigga a whole ass nigga for trying to get his boy locked up?
I mean, niggas talking about it, but I'm just saying, like, nigga, Flex, where the paperwork at? Where that information coming from? And he said it himself. CL won't talk on it because that's his friend and all that. And if that's some real shit and CL sitting on it, man, that's, you got to salute the CL. And with CL sitting on it, why are you talking about that shit if it's right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I think about Master Flex. But like, I don't even know. I'm not like really familiar with Pete Rock outside of the music. Like, I ain't never really heard no real shit like that about him. You know?
But Pete Rock said, fuck Mr. Flex, you take a payola. That's a federal offense.
Well, so are we saying he's a rat now and that?
You say he take a payola, that's a federal offense. You get a nigga locked up, that's fair time, man.
I guess he's a rat. I guess he's a rat.
Yeah.
I guess he's a rat. Oh, you dirty rat.
Oh, you dirty rat, you dirty rat.
Oh, you dirty rat.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, shit like that, man. People gotta stand up and they gotta wear that weight, bro. You did it, nigga.
Well,
you started it.
Like I say, I don't be knowing like when people be having agendas when they be talking about somebody's shit, especially some shit I never heard of before. Like, damn, why you trying to get his mans locked up? You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? Where'd that come from? I ain't never heard that before. And if it happened, he said, from what I remember, he said it happened in 2017.
Yeah.
All right. Why are you talking about that shit in 2022? That man ain't even saying nothing about it. That man that got told on ain't even saying nothing about it.
But you know what? Pete Rock just told on him, so he figured he should tell it.
So he spilled everything.
Yeah.
He said, fuck that nigga, your career ain't shit. He went hard. Flex went hard on him, but like I said, Flex be beating up on chicks too.
Flex still a pussy.
Hey, that nigga's a bitch nigga, man. I done seen the paperwork on that nigga shit. When his woman called the police, this when he's out in Long Island. I done seen that. Nassau County. I'm thinking, is that Nassau County?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I didn't see that. But I don't talk on that nigga, but man, I don't know. All I know is motherfucker, he in place for a reason. I mean, Flex doing this thing. He been on the radio over 30 years. He got the formula. And
I'm gonna tell you something else. Flex don't got no control of what's played.
I know a lot of times that's dictated by the radio station.
Manager.
Right.
The motherfucker who run the radio station, that's who dictates what's played.
Right.
So
He
Flex
ain't like no K Slay Thursday night shit. He ain't on no K Slay shit. You know what I'm saying? K Slay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, fuck Flex on prime time.
But he's a mainstream dude. You know what I mean? That's what mainstream dudes do. They play what's popular. And a lot of times you're right. The radio station, people gonna tell him what they want and what not. They what to play and what not to play or whatever. He got bosses to answer to. But when he put it together, how he cut it up and blend it up and mix it up and all that good shit, that takes talent. But to be mainstream, you can't do what like K Slade was doing or shit like that. So I get that. You getting the bag out of that shit. You enjoy it. Whatever. I got that. I get you. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep up with what's current to keep the people moving. I respect Flex for that, man. He held that spot forever. Nigga was doing the tunnel. When you can lock down the tunnel for the years that he had the tunnel on the Smash, he's a hell of a DJ, man. But his damn soul is dog shit, man. That's all I want to say about this hookhead nigga.
The nigga even this Pop.
Huh?
The nigga even this Pop.
Flex. Man, everybody diss Tupac.
No, wait, Flex. Listen to this. I'm gonna show you something else. Listen to what he said about Pop. So Flex is a shit. But there we go. But I mean, this is fair use.
Correct, sees? He gets to that elevator. He sees some cats that he knows. They try to jukes him. Pac gets nervous and shoots himself shoots himself. He didn't get shot. Sees, am I lying?
Was coming for another session with somebody.
He was coming for another session, whatever. Sees, when they ran up on him, did he panic, pull the gun out, and shoot himself? Sees, yes or no? I got the story right. I got the story right.
He's pleading the fifth?
Nah, Caesar's here. Caesar's here. He reached for his joint and popped himself first by mistake. I told you. I fucking told you. You Pac fans always talking that talk. Shut up, Bob. Came in there, popped himself in the leg. Popped himself first. That's what happened.
I said, by mistake with question mark.
No, listen. We're keeping it a G today. You know why? Because at the studio, he knew who approached him. He had the steel on him because he knew he had an issue out there. And when he got there, they was just jewelry. They didn't even touch him. He panicked, pulled out the steel, shot himself.
Hurting heart. That's what our dude. We was rocking with him heavy.
Absolutely. Was rocking with him heavy. Everybody loved him. He let him let the shit. Would have never did that. Biggie would have never talked about this situation. And I'm gonna tell you what I fucking hate about. I'm gonna tell you what I hate. And people always want to ask me why I said it 20 years later.
Laid them both down.
People always say why I said it 20 years later. I said it when the fucking shit was going on. And Biggie wouldn't have fucking died if that nigga hadn't lied. He lied. Y'all niggas worship him. Lied. Never, ever said nothing about him. He fucking lied. Nobody wants to tell the truth.
Yo.
Yeah.
He got a point though. Pac did lie about all that shit.
Yeah, I know.
Pac started that East Coast West Coast war. He got a point about it, but some things you should have said because now you got a problem with Tretch and them other niggas from Jersey, the Outlaws.
Yeah.
Tretch had banned this nigga from Jersey for a while, yo.
For what?
For this right here, this rhyme right here. This is ran Tretch Brandon from Jersey for this rhyme right here. He had all them bloods banned this nigga from Jersey. They had to talk it over.
Mm.
But like I said, he's emotional. He's an emotional nigga. That's how you know he's a nigga that beat on his woman, because he's an emotional nigga. By heart, you know what I'm saying? You can see he about to cry with Biggie. Biggie been going years now.
Mm-hmm.
He lied. He lied.
Mm-hmm. No, he
put your dick in my mouth, Biggie. Come put
I
your
know he's
dick
giving
in my
his
mouth.
bitch backhands.
Yo, you heard me?
Giving his chick straight back.
You heard me? He cried to my Biggie, come put your dick in my mouth, Biggie. Come put your dick in my mouth. Lying ass, crying ass, punk ass, gump ass nigga.
I mean, but you know, like I said, man, for a nigga like that to be talking on people and shit, nigga, there's a lot of shit niggas can dig up on you and your illustrious career.
Oh, you want to dig up a fuck Master Flex?
Huh?
You want to dig up his dirt too?
I ain't hear you.
You want to dig up Funk Master Flex dirt too?
Oh yeah, shit. It's only fair. Let's be fair and balanced.
We'll be fair and balanced. Funk.
Yeah, pull up that time he beat up on his woman. How about that time he did that to Nicki Minaj?
What you do to Nicki Minaj?
I mean, like every time he arguing, like he go extra hard at a woman, but he don't give a dude that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some controversy behind that shit. I think it has something to do with the Summer Jam.
Hold up.
Or pull up when he be putting his hands on his wife.
No.
This is us talking to Funkmaster Flex.
Real talk.
Fair you.
All right, so I was looking at Gossip, and there's a story on there. It says, put on blast, Funkmaster Flex unleashes angry tirade against the Breakfast Club. Is he just mad his wife won't let him hit no more? Now, what does that mean? Well, there's a restraining order inside of the story. And there's a whole thing about how he previously did abuse another radio personality, Steph Lover, who did formerly work at Power 105.
Yeah.
And then apparently he's been using his wife.
Wow.
And have to take out a restraining order against him.
Now, your wife, the mother of your kids, has an order of protection against you. And this isn't the first time he's been arrested for hitting a woman. He got arrested for hitting Steph Lover, as Angela Yee just said, back in 2003. He got arrested last year for beating a woman. That woman turned out to be his wife.
Wow.
So you're a habitual woman beater. Emphasis on bitch.
Yeah.
As I said, he always only goes at women, but to go so far as to put your hands on women, Doug?
Now, see, now, I don't. You guys didn't hear
You
the
allegedly
911.
raped a woman, drugged
I got a chance to hear the 911
Shut
calls
up.
made from his house, and they really hurt my heart just to hear the fear. And I'm sure the 911 calls will be released if I mean I have them, and I've never felt this way in my life to hear this.
You know how many times he must have beat up his wife in order for her to have to file an order of protection? I mean, a man's job in the household is to protect and provide.
Right.
If your wife has to get an order of protection on you, you have failed as a father and husband.
Right.
911 calls. Where 911 call at? Oh, no, they gonna shut. They don't got it up here.
Yeah.
Now, earlier this morning,
Put your
felt this way in my life to hear this.
You know how many times he must have beat up his wife in order for her to have to file an order of protection? I mean, a man's job in the household is to protect and provide.
Right.
If your wife has to get an order of protection on you, you have failed as a father and husband.
Right.
All right, domestic violence is a very serious issue, though. Not only does it affect the woman, but it also affects your children.
What does
who
it do to the
witness
child? What does it
those
do to the
things.
child that witnessed this?
No, they said 75% of boys who are present when are beaten were later identified as having behavioral problems. And they said children from homes with domestic violence are 5 to 7 times more likely to experience significant psychological problems.
Right. And the
Lower
order,
IQ scores and everything, depression.
the order of protection is online right now. It's his wife, Monica Taylor, against Funkmaster Flex, Aston Taylor, 45-year-old Funkmaster Flex. You know, it's on Gossip right now. I'm actually going to tweet it out because I actually want people to see this. This guy has a problem. He's he's an habitual offender.
But we're not going back and forth anymore. Like for real, as a community, he needs help. He needs somebody to stand there and help him. Like this comes from something else, something deeper, rooted from some other place. I don't know. Maybe as a child he was molested. Maybe he was hurt. Maybe he had problems with females growing up. Maybe his dad did it to his mom. I don't know what it is, but this is coming from.
Yo, did you hear old boy said maybe he was molested or some shit like that? You heard Envy, bruh? Jersey J. Carlton Stanton, salute, bro. Peace. I see you in here. Jersey J on the radar. Yo, this dude is crazy, man. All these dudes are weirdos, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, everybody dirt will come to light. So, you know what I mean? I wanted to give y'all a show this morning. This is King, New Jersey. This is Btbtv. We bully the bullies. You know what I'm saying? We in the blood or crip. We doing our own thing. Btbtv, the starter of his own game. Like, nigga, what? Famous, nigga. That's how we doing it. Bully the bullies.
No run, no retreat.
No retreat.
Yeah. BTB,
TV.
One more time for y'all
Time
in the
for
back.
It's slow, niggas.
Right. Yo. John Gotti flow, rap Pablo, Escobar status, rap game Corleone. I can show you how you lay back and watch your pockets grow. Stay away from devious women, end up like Papa Smoke. Y'all wake up every day twitching like yo, I gotta post. I wake up every day mission. It's $1 million notes, dominoes, body drop, rock stick like hollow toast. Broadway, man, if you know, then you know. I came for everything they said I couldn't have. Got that and then some, and then some. My ones on overload, say y'all overdose. Your rappers in the tight squeeze and that clutch like Cobra rope. The okie doke, go for that. All she wrote, another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the folks who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to their life movie, curtain closed. Nowadays your foes will plot you wearing Malcolm X hats, 666. The devil on his shoulder won the death match. Reminiscing when more street ninjas was off the hook, chasing D's up off the block, trying to run and get the force, blood on pavement. He's 12 years old and he tough to play with. He don't go to playgrounds, that's his fiends who want their veins stick. We can't miss, we can hit the target with our hands behind our back, our eyes closed and half brainless. Don't play with us. Another tale from the street, death and horror flow. The projects like a ghost trying to haunt your soul. Another tale from the street, homicide the foe who want to play till them guns scream adios. Another tale from the street, black mafia. So Don Corleone mixed with Al Capone. Another tale from the street, like an opera show. These kids be acting to they like movie, curtain closed. Yeah.
Btbtv, the movement.
It's the movement, man. You're born. You're born, let's get him. Let's get him.
Yo, Jersey Generator, I thank you for coming up, brother. Peace to everybody in the chat, respect and love. This is King New Jersey's Btbtv. We bully the bullies. You already know what it is. I'm out of here.